Holy HYPEria, welcome down to the Chain Dogs podcast. We are back for another show. How is everybody doing? Everybody good?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
We're back again.
We're back again. We're back again.
Hungover.
Yeah. Oh my God, we're back again.
Yeah, Macau's hungover.
Yeah.
He's got it. How is everyone doing? How's the chat? Who we got in? Wow, quite a few people. Jeez. Hi, Kira. Super ads. I see limits. Joe. Rob Baz. Someone put Soggy Sunak.
Yeah. I kind of wanted you to see that and use that as the opening line.
Oh,
Only Soggy Sunak.
People listening to this now on Spotify, because our shows are up there now. They're back on. Yep.
Yeah, I've updated them. Got told off.
Yeah, we
to be fair, it was my fault. I'm not like since episode 95. So
wow. Yeah, it's a lot of work though.
It's because I'm not doing it from home now. I don't like normally I'd like go off and then end the show.
Yeah,
with the episodes like just while watching something, but now I go straight home, so then I just forget to actually do it. But we'll get on that. So I know a lot more people prefer to listen to it rather than watch it. They can listen to it on long drives and stuff. So
yeah. Shout out if you're on a long drive, especially if you're on a long drive down to London this week, because this week HYPEria opens, UK's newest, tallest roller coaster at Fort Park Resort. Not resort, Fort Park.
2 days to go.
2 days.
Big day for the UK. Big day.
Yeah, massive. And I'm not going. So that's really sad.
Weren't you?
Yeah, you were in the chat that you can't make it. I'm like, any of you going?
I was originally going, but then shit happened and not happening anymore. So that's unfortunate. But I will get out there and obviously get out there.
I couldn't get time.
Get there. Yeah.
And then I'm not going in the week after it because it's fucking half term.
Yeah, fuck that.
So I'm waiting. I'm giving it 2 weeks now. Okay.
Let's in the chat. Kira's already done it. Let's get some predictions in the chat, like what you think the queue line's going to be like for opening.
And also do like the little raising hand emoji if you're going to be there.
Yeah,
it's good to see. Yeah, who's
going. I can't wait to see all the vlogs and stuff, man. I'm so hyped for it.
Me and Joe have a predicament though, because we've actually got a job at Legoland at 4 o'clock. So we need to be in and out. So we're going down the night before, staying the Premier Inn, and then get in there first.
I think that's about half the community.
Yeah, it is.
That Premier Inn is just going to be full of enthusiasts.
The job is only a couple of hours, so we'll then go back to the park, and if Thorpe have repeatedly said we will close.
If you're in the queue at 8. They're closing the queue.
No, they've actually used the words. I was sure in a comment saying we will close the queue at 8. Because when they said if you're in the queue at 8, I'm like, yeah, but that could be anything.
No, I have seen them saying that.
Let's not have a nemesis.
I thought she did specify it in the video.
No,
I think it.
That's
that video.
The way she worded it in the video, that's the vibe I got. The queue is closing at 8 p.m. So you can get in the queue at 7:59 and be in line. That's how I took that.
Big day, man. Big day.
But they look like they're preparing for there to be fucking 4+ hour queues. And
I'm just not convinced with the video. I think it's so good they did a video. I think most parks should do that. Just so you know what the deal is. But I'm not a fan of holding people. But I believe that you're going to get held, but in a queue, so that will be okay. But as long as they're holding people, it will be okay.
The pictures that I've seen is the first whole point is at the dome.
Yeah,
and they've got a separated fenced area on the left of that bridge. That is a queue. Gets held there. Then it gets walked down to the big cattle pen bit where Saw Alive used to be. And you'll be walked through the queue and then held at the end of that cattle pen.
Into another cattle pen.
And then you'd be walked over to the actual main queue line. And
they should just shut
Saw
Saw and use Saw's queue. Genuinely.
And they're doing a thing that Phantasialand do quite often with their pre-queues. No one's allowed to ride until the marshals get to the front of the queue. So if you get there before the marshal, you have skipped the queue and you're going to the back.
Oh, okay. I'm not quite sure I understand that.
So the marshal is walking the queue all the way to the front. The marshal has to get to the station before anyone is allowed to board.
What, as in multiple marshals? Like
when you say marshal,
no, just be the person that is walking the queue the entire way from the entrance.
Okay.
At opening, yeah.
At opening.
But there's not going to be one marshal. One marshal all day who walks every. Is that just like the start of the day?
No, it'll be at the start of the day to get the queue all the way there.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Can't wait for the queue to join the queue
because they're doing the thing of if you're not going into HYPEria first, you can just go into the rest of the park.
Yeah,
it's to stop anyone going. Oh, I'll go into the rest of the park and then jump into the actual queue line.
Fair enough.
Because that's what I thought could happen.
But yeah, no, it's until the gold vest guy gets to the front to the station.
But I think he'll have wings.
Probably.
Or do you think they will have wings? Another hard hat with wings on.
Nice.
Who's Marshall?
Like it's a Super Mario cap or something.
Yeah.
Let's get some. Everyone. So some predictions are saying 3 hours. I reckon 3 hours, but I don't know what the throughput is going to be like. Do we know what it's going to be?
Yeah, 2 5-car trains.
I
don't know what the
I estimated it if they dispatch every minute,
like theoretical,
could be possible.
Yeah,
it's 1,200 per hour.
That's not bad. It's good.
It's going to be hard on opening day, of course.
But yeah, I don't know
how on the go the operators are.
Dispatch times are meant to be like with.
The little dispatch sequence I've seen looks pretty cool with the gold light on the station. That looks cool.
I think there's
the mist
to that.
Yeah, there's probably a lot more to that. Yeah, definitely.
Have you guys seen much of the like how they're basically doing up the area?
Yeah, landscaping, lots of wood chip.
They have done a lot in the past week, and I'm surprised how much they've got done.
Like 3 or 4 days.
I feel like the landscapers are the last people in the UK. Like normally, like from what I've seen from like SeaWorld and stuff like that, watching Penguin Trek construction and pipeline, landscape was kind of done, and then everything was done around it. Whereas like in the UK, we build like it's the last people in. It's like right, go plant your plants in there and your trees.
Genuinely, I was expecting the site to be fully just mud pit, but they actually managed to get flooring down. I'm like,
they're doing some good work in the last
hell have you got this done?
You must have realized how far behind schedule they were with like a week.
Nah, it's just honestly like it's these, being a part of some of these projects through Merlin, like you see, it's like it's just like at the last minute, like obviously there's so many moving cogs, like things have to be finished for that to happen. So
yeah.
I think like to the outside perspective, it looks like everything is just getting rushed and obviously it is getting it is always to the minute.
Yeah,
but like there's a plan they're following that's going to have to.
No. Of course, I'm not saying there isn't.
Yeah.
But no,
it's just funny.
Saying that sort of thing.
It's just funny, like because the areas really come alive, like with character and with a lot more theming than we originally anticipated. I think it's going to surprise quite a few people. Yeah, it's a bit of wings in the ground and and stuff like that, but it's more stylized and themed, but it is a nice style. Like it's just really,
it's just it's good. It's all it is. And I think I might have said it the other week, but like when I think about like walking up to I-305 or like Shambhala or Maker for the first time, I'm just going like, that's a big coaster. I can't wait to ride it. I'm not looking. I'm not even thinking about.
You're looking up, not at the area around you.
Let's quickly touch on some stuff as that we teased as well as the amount of merch that they're gonna have for HYPEria. Like it'd be daft not to. If they go off the back of the success of Nemesis Reborn, like
I am pleased to see a lot of
3-hour queue for
teasers
the
they've done for the merch. There's a lot of embroidered stuff rather than
quite good quality as well by the looks of it. Yeah. There'll be some transfer shit there, but there'll be some good stuff as well. I think it'd be really cool.
Are you going to buy yourself a set of wings?
If it's on a hard hat, yeah.
No, I think they've literally got like wings.
They've got wings.
They should have
they'll sell out of them.
They should have wing ears, like Mickey ears, but like wing ears.
Yes.
Baz is Rollerboats and Coaster Dad. Sorry, looking for some cab sharers. So anyone's getting a cab? Don't know where from. I'm guessing from the station,
probably.
Parks and Pints said we're going to try it and go Friday evening, but more than likely will be Saturday instead. I saw a few comments.
And that's the thing with the shop as well.
What?
To go into the shop, you have to ride.
Oh,
yeah, they've said that for opening day.
You are exiting through the shop, get your stuff, and then you leave.
But
in other words, they can't. Yeah, they can't.
They can't have a bunker 94 situation.
Yeah,
but they will have.
Silly, man.
It was silly, but it was great as well. It brought something so much different to a UK park that we'd never seen before.
It was what was it's the other thing that was silly. Like I don't know, it was. There was just I'm not going to go into it. It's too political.
I just remember standing next to the guy there, and James, I think, was in the shop. I just turned around to one of the team members there at Towers, and I said, "Were you expecting this?" They were like, "Something like it, but nothing like this." Like,
I mean, I think most people were.
It was fun. It was different. It was different. That's why I think it was cool. It worked.
I think people were like more looking to look at. Obviously, people wanted merch, but I think people just wanted to see what the shop was like.
Yeah.
As well, because there's a lot.
I mean, a lot of cool stuff.
It's a new shop though at Towers, man. We've not had one for ages.
Like
since Wicked, man. Yeah.
Good. But yeah,
I'm looking forward to it. So if you make sure you get them vlogs and make sure you get that merch store done as well if you're doing one, because I want to see it all. I really do. I want to see it all.
So
can't believe
they've said that there's only 100 of the opening day hoodies available.
Oof.
That is a way to create a panic, right? Like, let's just put 100. Like,
you might as well put the cattle pen up now. Like,
let's not do that. The hundreds is silly. Like, they can make more than 100 like opening day hoodies.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of. Oh, for fuck's sake!
It just says opening day on the sleeve. So.
Oh, they're actually special opening day, special edition.
Opening, official opening day hoodies. With the opening day and the date on it. But that's just annoying because I'd want one.
Merch prices. That's a good shout. Parks and Pints. Yeah, it'll probably be very similar to Nemesis. Probably 60 quid for a hoodie, and I reckon 70 quid for something nice.
Some of the stuff on Nemesis though was about 100 quid for some hoodies.
It actually was, wasn't it? Yeah.
And it's come down now, but are they going to have that pricing for HYPEria? They're going to go for the 100.
Imagine if they only do 100 hoodies, right, for opening, and then they just stick them in claw machines throughout the year.
Club 236 is, I believe,
a few of them
are
getting sold on eBay as well. Like,
have they?
Getting their own hoodies. Like,
no. I'm saying they're selling 100 of these hoodies. Some hack is just gonna upsell it on eBay as well.
Oh, sure.
100%. Yeah.
What would the
Nemesis for Joe's
comment? Like $5,000 or something.
Let me just quickly go through these comments, so I'm up to date because I want to just make sure we're reading out the comments. So, ads is saying 4 hours. Capacity is limited. See, I'm just thinking, capacity wise, I'm thinking more like 4 hours. Like Nemesis,
Everyone who goes in that park on
4
that day
hours.
is going for one thing.
But it's a Friday. It's not a Saturday.
Yeah.
So it might be a bit better. Yes. Staying in shot cabin tomorrow night so we can be in the park before the outside queue.
Nice. Nice. You staying in the HYPEria room by any chance?
Well, because you have a fast pass, I think, wouldn't you, for the opening? Because doesn't that not
Yeah,
come with a fast pass?
If
That's
you're in
the only way
HYPEria
to-
room, you get a one shot.
Yeah.
If you're in any of the other themed rooms, you can buy a one shot.
You can for opening day.
If they're available, they do
Okay.
still have some limited tickets.
I reckon they'll be very limited.
They're 20 quid per one shot.
It's worth it if you're only going down there though, like for opening. I'd rather spend 20 quid and get on the ride than spend 20 quid on a shirt.
I mean, £12 event was Enzo, weren't it? So I think it was 12 quid or something. Bart said if it's 3 hours on park closing, I feel sorry for the operators. Well, this is the thing, man. Look, if they're closing at 8,
I think they'll get Saturday off.
They're probably already planned for them to be staying away after
rotated.
Park close.
Yeah.
I was wondering about that. Like if only like just for the HYPEria crew members at least. I was wondering if they would do like. I was wondering if they would. No. I was wondering if they would do like split shifts. Like
rotation.
They do with a lot of parks in the US. I don't know if because like the parks opening at 10, so that's 10 to 8, and then anticipated like to still have a long queue to get through after queue close.
Maybe like a 2:10.
I don't know, maybe.
Iona said, I'm very excited for HYPEria. I'm going Saturday afternoon as I don't want to get caught up in a big queue to enter the park. Yeah, I still think it's going to be like there's so many people telling me they're going on Saturday. Like, I don't.
Yeah, it's like we said at the start. Of, like,
it will end up being worse than Friday.
Yeah, probably. But like the whole, like we said when it was first announced when it was opening, like a Friday is just such a awkward. But it's quite clever as well because it's going to be not as bad as a weekend. So the park can actually,
it's like when. It's like when they put events on and they'll do like Friday, they open on a Friday, like Scarefest, for example, and it gives them like a draw. It gives them like an easier run.
Yeah, like a rehearsal.
Opening Saturday and being like, bang, there you go. Like it's.
So is there a media night tomorrow night? Then is that what they're doing?
It's definitely tomorrow. I'm assuming it's the right time.
Wow.
But yeah, so it'll be there.
We'll get some
I'm
cool
not going on Twitter at all. I don't want to start seeing people's like. I mean,
get invited
yet until I get on it. Not that it's a spoiler or anything, but I want to have the. I don't know. I want to go in there like
the experience of the drop.
Yeah, I don't mind anything. So let me just get through this. Predicting people will wait in the main hold and sprint around ahead of the main queue as it's being walked down. I think they'll have a lot of security, if I'm honest.
Yeah, that's what the walking the queue thing is to stop as well. So,
Joe said it's like they do at Gig Sean to walk people into the arena. Yeah, so some arenas, if you want to go to the front of the barrier, walk you to that barrier. It's only like really, then people near the front they'll do that.
But I've not stood up at a gig for so long. I'm so old.
Went for a walk down Monk's Walk today, and the area was a hive of activity.
I've not actually seen it in person yet. At all. I saw the track and supports out behind Swarm when they got delivered. Nothing had actually started construction wise.
Wow.
So I'm excited to actually see it in person.
Be huge. Massive.
But yeah, it's interesting. So there's been a few people spotted, like a lot of riders already.
Yeah. There's been a lot,
including Dominic Gardner himself.
Loving life.
And apparently he's going to be on the One show. He said, or something like that. He's on the
My
One
goodness,
show.
It's amazing. That's cool.
Mate, he's
been there like
what
every day basically.
Hundreds,
like breaking ground, man.
Like, rain or shine.
People's champ at this point, any.
Yeah. But yeah, it's shout out to everyone who's done like the updates, Jack's vlogs and stuff. Like it's been really cool to to see it like slowly progress. I think this is probably like, the most coverage that I can think of like a UK ride.
Yeah,
Traction Source's coverage has been awesome as well.
Yeah, like
really good.
But like even just having someone on like Jax like going inside the area, like rather than just like it's great having the ones outside the park and stuff, but like actually like seeing it from the inside as well, like
underneath the drop and stuff like that. I mean, that was like pretty cool.
When parks do it, tend like internally and stuff, it tends to be just very like short and like it's not really concentrating on the things that we want to see. But yeah, it's been a lot of eyes on it.
It's just good of thought to lean into that in terms of just the communication of updates to the public instead of
really improved that
like instead of being cagey about it and like all we get to see is the outside of the park shots, like you said. Like they actually leaned into that form of content for people by taking on Jack Silverstone to do that for them, basically.
Yeah,
it's like it's a layup for parks. Like, I don't understand why more parks don't lean into just collaborating like that for just construction
it's nice
and developments and additional developments.
And it's good to see that the drone videos kind of calm down a bit as well. Over the last few weeks, really
it doesn't get as much attention because everyone knows what's like going on. Like the reason why people love watching drone videos is it gives them an idea to like look into the area that's closed off. But if you've got someone doing like regular updates inside the park,
you don't need to.
People are like, well, I don't really need to see that now. Like,
exactly. And that's probably the best way for Melly to know.
It's a massive coaster. It's not like you
can't hide it. Can't put it in a fucking shipping container. I mean, it's Merlin. They'll try. But be one big container.
But yeah, did anyone see
I've not seen a splashdown yet. They have been testing it, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. Fountains have been firing. They look pretty cool actually. It's staggered as well. Right, it's burst.
And the more they test it, I've seen the timings have got closer to what they're meant to be.
Such a shame that we didn't get that viewing platform because I think that would have been so good. But
it would have been.
I think they're making the best of the situation with all the landscape.
It could be like a phase 2. It could be like a phase 2.
Maybe.
Yeah,
it could be.
Like if they've called it like Fearless Valley, like hopefully it means it's something that might expand upon.
I'm not gonna lie, I can't stand that name.
I'm not a fan of it.
It's
not a valley.
You're on an island.
Fearless
Island just makes so much
fucking corniest name on the face of the earth.
It's just it wasn't needed.
It didn't.
It just straight up wasn't needed at all.
No, you don't need to name that area. It's just like there's the big ride. Let's go to that.
Should we call it like HYPEria Landia?
HYPEria Landia.
HYPEria Landia.
HYPEria
Landia.
HYPEria just sat there like what the fuck
off the shoot like just so blatantly.
I also saw a tweet today just made me laugh so much where it's like find your fearless is like becoming the enthusiasts live, laugh, love.
It's gonna be in everyone's bathroom.
Yeah, it's gonna be everywhere, isn't it? Like find your fearless.
Is find your fearless the best thing to have in a bathroom?
After if you've had a curry the night before, maybe.
Yeah, maybe not after a Taco Bell.
It's not like welcome fearless would be any better.
What did everyone think of the TV ad?
I actually really like it.
I've
different.
actually seen it.
Different.
It definitely felt like.
Is it on YouTube?
Yeah.
It felt more like what I used to see on TV for adverts for like rides.
It reminded me of like that era of like Air.
Yeah, I was literally gonna say
It felt like a bit a throwback to that, which
minus the miniature heroes.
Because like, now, like
people were saying,
all the parks it's all tied into just a park advert. Whereas
the thing is,
standalone for the ride.
Yeah. It's got to be right because like the people are saying like, "Where's the law?" Like these TV adverts, these are for like general public. There's a reason like Nemesis Reborn's advert was nothing to do with the lore. It was to do with a security guard. It was like completely separate.
Where's Percy?
That's great. They managed to tie it in afterwards, which is really cool. But yeah, like it's you can't have like this really complicated thing to fit into like 30 seconds for someone to watch between like Coronation Street. Do you know what I mean? Like it just makes no sense. Like you've got to just sell the reason people want to come and do this coaster, and just saying like we have this massive coaster with like the tallest and the most weightlessness. That's the selling point. So that's what they've got to get across, really. You can't start explaining lore in prime time between like I don't even know what's on TV at the minute. Britain's Got Talent.
Probably.
It's just like to add to this point as well, like giving the area a name and unnecessary lore, etc., is just writing checks that the ride can't cash. It's like coming up with a backstory in my view of it anyway. Just like coming up with a backstory for an attraction of any kind. It's proportional to the type of approach that the park is taking overall. Like,
yeah, for sure.
In terms of rebranding themselves, Thorpe have just been, was it just like feel good thrills or some shit like that? Like it's not a very story. It's this like I don't think of Thorpe Park as a theme park. I think of it as an amusement park, and it's not a very story-led experience like throughout the park anyway. So to like if you're gonna give like your signature, like your flagship attraction, like some like elaborate backstory or everything, first of all it's got to make sense, and then like it's got to be something that's easily palatable and easily like picked up on by everybody. And I don't think anyone's gonna give a fuck about a story for this ride. It's just a big ass coaster.
Everyone's buying wings.
Yeah. like I don't care about most of the coasters are in the Americas.
I just said there's nothing wrong with it being a big, lightly styled coaster.
There isn't.
In the context of Thorpe Park.
Every coaster is different. Like a coaster like Wicker Man kind of needed a story and needed to go like a bit more theming because it's a little wooden coaster. So they need to try and please like that upper age range as well. And like, why would they come and do this coaster? And Nemesis needs to pick
Alton Towers.
Yeah.
But
even if it was, even if it wasn't, like, Rita hasn't got a story, but the thing about Rita is it's got that massive, like really powerful launch that will draw people in. Oblivion's lore is not, it's got like a little bit of there, but it's not got a theme in really. But the hole and the drop is what draws people. There's got to be a draw. It says if there's not, you create that draw. You create that draw for him really, so it's proportional. It's like Sky Rush. I wasn't in the car driving to Sky Rush like thinking I'm going to go do Sky Rush and thinking, God, what backstory is Sky Rush?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, no, I just want to be flinged around and experience what everyone's talking about. Like that's draw enough. So it's proportional really. Obviously, this is my opinion. I'm not saying everyone needs to have this opinion, but that's my opinion on it.
But then, like to my point, like that's your expectation of Sky Rush at Hershey Park. If you go to somewhere like Silver Dollar City, on the other hand, what are your expectations of Outlaw Run? Something like that, actually, or Time Traveler that have backstories to them. And I mean, like anyone can go to any park with any like not everyone's going to be going to ride Outlaw Run and just being like, oh, I wonder how it's going to feel like I'm chasing an outlaw. No, I'm just getting on a roller coaster.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, like, if the area is all in sync with the ride, then that brings it together in its own way.
Yeah.
And there is a little bit of a backstory to HYPEria. I think it's pretty cool. But I think more of that will come out in the future. I think there'll be more of that. Once it dies down a little bit, the hype and stuff. So
I don't think they will. I think that's it now.
I reckon.
I think it's I think like they've got that little animation that they might run it into queue lines or something, or run it somewhere, or like it's a pretty like it is basically just Icarus really.
Yeah,
it's like a different telling of Icarus. It's that type of deal where it's just like this is what this coaster means. that's about it.
Nobody is going to care about any theme story when they're being punted out towards Jersey on that other bank. Yeah.
Looking up this backstory is the equivalent to like looking at what does your second name mean. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can know, but it really,
when you're in a really shit shop and you spinning the thing around to find out what you know, those weird stall things you spin around. Yeah, it's cool. I'm really excited to see everybody's footage, everybody's reaction, and then I'm excited to finally get out and ride it. It's going to be good. I've got a few things to do down there when I go down, so I'm going to do everything. Like I still haven't ridden Mandel Mayhem yet. On Minifigure Speedway. Yeah, so
have you ever even done
I've been to Lego. I haven't been to Legoland.
You got a lot to do.
Whatever.
I haven't been to Legoland for years.
Was going to, but then we didn't when I was down south not last, but a couple of times before, we didn't do it. But yeah, I'm glad I didn't actually, because I've got a lot to experience now when I go. I'm looking forward to it.
You like Lego, don't you?
I love it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I love it.
Did anyone hear just touching on HYPEria? Did anyone see the raffle drama?
Raffle?
What raffle drama?
So B&E Services, who are like the construction contractors for like who are basically building, the contractors are building it. They're like sourcing all the guys to get it. You know, I've worked alongside the same company. Different guys at HYPEria, probably go between them both. I don't know, but I worked with them on some projects. Really nice, really good company, really nice guys. But they like nicely did this like kind of charity raffle and said like we have like tickets to get to the front of the queue sort of thing on I think it was opening day. Yeah, it must be opening day to get to the front of the queue. And everyone was like, buying raffle tickets. And this company called Fox Digital Group ended up buying 1,500 raffle tickets and winning it. Yeah. Yeah, so really weird. I've tried to look into what who this company is, and all I found was like a marketing company. But I've heard I've seen people saying that they're like some kind of experience company who create experiences at theme park. Well, offer experiences, meetups, and stuff at a theme park. But I can't find that. But if anyone,
they're an events company.
Well, it seems like what people are saying online, well, on Twitter and stuff, is that they run like theme park like meetup events, not like events at theme parks, but meetups. But I haven't seen anything from that. All I can find is they're a marketing company. But yeah, it was just like a weird one. Like, I'm just like someone just, I think there was that's how you win raffles. I know, but
so they basically just bought up all the tickets.
They just bought
pretty much.
Yeah, they
so
just
many tickets. That's basically guaranteed to win.
I mean, yeah, that is the concept of a raffle.
I wonder how long it took them to go through the books to find out which one actually won. Let Dave do that. Well, you find the ticket, Dave. We'll carry on.
Kira said the backstory of HYPEria is like the country of origin. Stick it on a banana. There are people who matters, but for everyone else,
I love that analogy.
That's a great analogy. I love that. That's class. Anyway, let's move off HYPEria. Sean, you went on a little trip to Paulton's.
Yes, so on last Saturday, Paulton's Park did their like first enthusiast event, really called Theme Park Superfans.
I'm so gutted I didn't go. It looked incredible.
It looked really fun.
It was so good. It was originally we got invited to this like months ago, and then they opened it up, which was good. They opened it up to like a lot of people, so you could just email them. They put a post out saying anyone could go. And it was really good. So we got free admission for the day. We then, I think around about 3 o'clock, I think it was 3 o'clock. We went to the registration. That was in Tornado Springs in there, in the cafe Route 60 something diner. Well, I can't remember what it's called.
Route 66.
It's not 66. So
was it not 60?
Oh, that's going to annoy me. I'm going to have to do it.
Route 60 non-copyrighted.
Route 83 because it's the year that
83.
Portland's. I think it's the year that Portland's opened. Yeah, Route 83.
Oh yeah.
And so we signed up, and then basically, because we had these stickers on, we was like walking around the park, and then like we just get stopped by like a staff member and be like, "Oh, do you want to go into like Flight of the Pterosaurs like maintenance thing or going over?" Like they just invite you in, and like we got invited in to go and look into tornado. Storm Chasers maintenance bay as they were like lubing the wheels up, and just gave us loads of info on that. And then the actual thing started a little bit later on, I think about 5. I've got my timings all mixed up here, but yeah, let's just say 5. That's when you could join a tour. They just split off and just went, okay, you can join a tour to like a full behind the scenes. We did a Flight of the Pterosaur, which is there for Coma,
SFC, Suspended Family Coaster.
Yeah, SFC.
So many football clubs.
I know, there's so many. So we did that. That was really cool. We just got to walk around the ride area. They showed us the panel, and then just got to take loads of photos. They pretty much just left us do it. And then if you had questions, you could just ask them something. And,
did people dispatch rides as well? Like,
nah, that people just got to sit in. Like,
it was pretending.
Yeah. People were like pretend. People just sat. It was just so well done. And then we went. Then they put like a buffet on. The buffet was just like the food you get in the restaurant, like really good, really good food.
Nice.
It had a bar there as well. But it all took place in Route 83 diner place, and then they went over to the stage, and then Lawrence, I can't remember the other guy's name. It's really annoying me. Someone might tell me, but yeah, they this whole talk to us about Paulton's, its history, like where it's going, just sharing little bits of information on what their vision for the future is. That they announced Ghostly Manor, their new.
Sounds interesting.
It's kind of like, it's not a ghost train. It's quite, I can't remember what it's called, but it's like an Intamin start. I don't know if it's Intamin, but it's like that Intamin do this model where it's basically a turntable. It's got cars all the way around it, and like a screen in the middle, and it spins you around. But it's like they showed you the designs for the facade and stuff, which look really nice.
Really nice.
And then they teased a little, showed this teaser video, which is the Vikings, and it was Paulton's Park logo in metal,
upside
and
down.
then it got turned upside down. So people are like going, "Wow, wood,
RMC.
metal,
RMC."
down."
Oh, that's where
I joked though, like I've joked for like years now. Imagine if Paulton's Park is the first UK park to get an RMC. Like I joked
I'm
about
saying it now, and I think Gravity Group will come to this country before we get a Gravity Group hybrid before we get a RMC. I hope we do.
Fine.
Both are good. Like both are really good options. But yeah, that's about as much as we got. Like we got some really surprising stats we've talked about before. For example, like they told us their like energy costs went from like £300,000 a year to £1 million just last year. Wow. That just shows the energy, how that's gone through the roof. So you could imagine that's across the board at all parks, including Blackpool as well, who are another family-run business.
Yeah,
but Portland's seem like just looks a little bit more fuller at the minute. But
my local park down the road is fuller.
But yeah, so it was just so well done. Then we had a silent disco on the evening in the cafe, which is funny.
That was in the cafe.
What?
That was
it was literally in the cafe. So like where you order your food was where they had the silent disco, and then like food.
That's mad. Imagine having a silent disco in Burger Kitchen.
I mean,
like,
I did see videos of that, and it wasn't very silent.
No, it wasn't.
All you heard was just really bad singing.
Yeah,
but then they had like just music playing as well. So it's like you could take them off, and music was still playing, but then you could put them on. So you could just have a choice of different genres.
So it wasn't a silent disco at all. It was just a disco where you
disco with headphones.
wear headphones if you want.
Yeah, basically. But it was different channels. It was different channels. But this was the first, like, I think they said, Lawrence is like the grandson of like the founders.
That's
but
so cool, man.
But he was saying like this is their first attempt at trying to reach out to like the theme park super fans, and connect with this like community sort of thing. So yeah, it's just really cool, really like wholesome vibes. It was just nice to see those people I hadn't personally seen in like a long time. And it felt like one of them opening day style.
It's what the follow, isn't it? Like behind everything, we love the coasters, we love the behind the scenes, but it's the people that you get to hang about with as well. Like, and people you haven't seen for ages. Like you say, like an opening day. What Velvet Coaster used to feel like, sort of thing, where everyone who is there, and that makes the event even better. And the fact that they've invited everybody as well and give people the opportunity to do it. They see the success of doing that, and hopefully they do more of it.
Yeah, 100%.
Definitely want to go. So far,
have you never been?
No, it's so far.
It's so good, and the new log flume. It's just stunning. Like,
it looks incredible.
So nice.
Yeah, it's just like being done up so nice to fit in with the Lost Kingdom area with all the planting and stuff. Like, I'm a big fan of it. But yeah, so that's Paulton's Park. I think that's about it, really. So yeah, should we get on to Top Fill 2?
So what's happened again with that?
Yeah, like 3 weeks.
So I think since our last podcast, it's open.
We haven't done a show since the announcement.
I think it opened, and then within the time we've come back, it's closed basically. I don't even think it opened. I don't think it. I think they had a media day, but I don't think it opened.
No, it did.
Not for since we've done a podcast. I don't think.
Oh no! Right, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I think since we've done a podcast,
it's
opened and then closed in that time.
Yeah.
And that's only 2. That's like 2 weeks. So nearly 3 weeks. So it closed very suddenly. There's a lot of
for anyone who still doesn't know what we're talking about.
Yeah. So Top Fill 2. If you don't know what Top Fill 2 is, there used to be this thing called Top Fill Drag. So, no, I'm not going to do the whole.
Listen to our previous episodes. Listen to our previous episodes. From number 1, you'll hear it in there somewhere.
Yeah.
To answer this question, to answer this, we have to ask the question: what is physics?
we should do like episodes where it's like a drunk theme park or drunk roller coaster ride history, and one of us has to like explain the history of a coaster or theme park.
Don't give Kira any ideas for the next quiz. Like,
or the cons, like engineering concept while we're drunk. That'd be great.
That would actually be really fun.
It opened to a lot of fanfare. Like, to be fair, people were saying
raving about it.
Incredible. Like people were saying it's out of this world. Like, so, but yeah, how long was it open for? I don't know, but it's suddenly
I want to say it was just over a week.
Yeah, like a week and a half, maybe something like that.
So it opened, and then I think it was even like on the Saturday it closed. Where it said it wasn't going to open, and loads of people I was seeing on Twitter, like people had gone there to especially ride it. And it wasn't open. And now it's been announced that it's indefinitely closed at the minute. While Zamperla.
Yeah, they brought that up like straight away.
Yeah, they love doing this shit.
Not the first time they brought him up though. They blamed Zamperla for the locker situation, which really wasn't on Zamperla.
Don't fucking use Zamperla then. Like, use I just fucking hell.
Cedar Fair.
Just throw the people you
manufacturers, like publicly blame manufacturers.
Fucking throw them underneath the bus. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's
but so there's been just a lot.
You wonder why Intamin don't want to work with them.
Yeah,
legit, right? Legit.
Like it's enough to like really like ruin your brand. If
let me not do
like,
that. I don't know if that's expressly true, but that's all anyone seems to talk about when it comes to the relationship.
Yeah, it makes sense though. Like if they're difficult to work with, like in terms of like, I think most part, like yes, obviously there's always going to be an element of blame on certain things failing, but also like I just feel like the understanding with these things is that they are
writing that shit though. Like
no, but there's the understanding. Well, he's writing it is getting signed off by multiple levels. So that's
right,
that's
that's the thing. It's like
that's what they're choosing to go with that angle.
Yeah,
but like surely when you're doing these projects collaboratively together, like theme parks manufacturers,
you go through a lot,
contractors,
man, when you
the understanding needs to be there that like this is like a work in progress. Even though the coaster or ride gets opened, doesn't necessarily mean it's done. Like there could be snags, especially if you're doing something really new, which is like this is a kind of
this is literally a prototype.
This is a prototype coaster. Yeah. They knew this. They knew this. They absolutely knew that they knew who HYPEria were. They knew like this was like a
Sierra.
Right, that's a big Pinfari. Like,
I mean, it's not even that far of a stretch in terms of like company, like you know, the how big
reputation.
Reputation wise, like obviously they could do it. Obviously they were capable of doing it, and it's been like, you know, a fault on the trains that has been a bit of an oversight. Apparently it's the wheelbase. Is it something to do with
like I mean we can talk about like what is speculated, but like nothing has been confirmed. No one really has it. No one knows exactly what it is, or like
the main rumor I heard
what it is.
But in either the wheels or
there's been everything from stress fractures in the wheel bogies to like just the wheel compounds, like the wheel compounds just reaching their shelf life way quicker than anyone expected, apparently, and
within a week
having to basically just engineer like new wheel compounds and have them cure all over again over time, which could, you know, take anywhere between like 2 to 3 months and stuff.
Yeah,
but no one knows. Like nothing's been confirmed by anybody. Everything's just conjecture. And I mean, like my thing is like a lot of people are acting like it's like I kind of see both sides of the like shouldn't have gone with Zamperla, should have gone with somebody else argument, but fucking like Dragster had its issues when it opened as well. Like, are we really going to sit here and act like Intamin has never had issues with prototype rides?
No.
Like,
they were so
any other company.
I feel like people don't like. People forget, like only a couple of years ago, like Intamin were like renowned for being like, okay, it's by Intamin. The first 2 months it will probably be open.
Yeah,
people don't think about that now, like, but that was the
because good on them for turning around the reputation, but like it was.
Well, they had to do that because they were doing stuff people hadn't done before, and they pushed the industry forward. Like B&M wasn't pushing the industry forward. That they got to a comfortable state, and then we're just like, okay, we're done now.
I hear you, but
that's kind of like where they were. They've only just started like making new models and stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's only the last couple of years they've actually decided to do something different. Yeah, they've. I mean, you could
if we're not including like the 90s in this.
Yeah,
I hear what you're saying, but
that's what I'm saying. That they got to a point where they were comfortable with, and then we're just like, that's that. And then it takes a company like Intamin to come along to push things forward. Then everyone gets comfortable again. Then it takes someone like Vekoma to be like, you know what? Do you remember that? Like, you know how uncomfortable flying coasters are.
Yeah,
we're gonna have something different. So it just, and then like Zamperla could be this next manufacturer who starts thinking about that and like, how can we do it different? And so I hear what you're saying.
They're still on the way up. Like I still have I have a lot of confidence in their ability to rectify. Like this doesn't class in my mind. This doesn't class as a teething issue because it's like a literal. Like if we're talking about like a literal design flaw, then that's what it is. It's not just teething issues. But I have confidence in. I mean, like I've sat in that train before. I sat in it. I IAPA. It was like sitting in the Intamin trains, like with the new restraints and everything. It was like sitting in the Mark trains. Like it's that level of comfort in them. So I think they know what they're doing. But
Teo said, where's that gone now? But that was mainly because of complex of hydraulic launches. Sample was seen as a cheaper option. That model Intamin made does have many issues like the Sky Swats. Nah, Intamin, like most of their like coasters that were different, like 13, when that first like started coming, it was down all the time. You still can't ride in the rain. Looking Hagrid's, because it was just so complex. Like that was like months of issues. It opened too early, then it was down constantly. Now it seems to be like pretty stable because they've like just ironed it all out. And there's a lot of stuff from Intamin that, like just didn't go well. I can't even think of the rest. Like I305. I mean, let's look at
Maverick having to rip out an inversion and reprofile.
Don't get people turning up to the fucking mecca of Intamin.
Someone write a massive list about like, the errors of Intamin over the years. But the point is like
Top Thrill Dragster's train losing parts off of it. Like the back wheels straight up. I know that's more so. Well, I mean, like it's Intamin's train design. Like,
but like I think the point is though is like not lambasting like a manufacturer for like having like as long as like no one's hurt. Obviously with Top Thrill Dragster, someone was hurt really bad, but most of the time like the safety's inbuilt and then like they just keep pushing on from that. But to pretend Intamin didn't have any like problems ever except for like hydraulic launches.
I just think they could have worded that statement a lot better. Because they've been collaborating on this obviously for years with Zamperla. It's not just something that's happened overnight. They've been building this relationship and trust and all that, and then just to go, Zamperla's fault. It's like, cheers, mate. You know what I mean? I'm going to come back and work for you.
It's kind of what like Hirschen did with RMC as well. You know, they put that big board outside of Lightning Rod, didn't they? Saying like publicly, just saying like it's just weird like that when they put that board out saying like Rocky Mountain Construction are trying to fix this issue, something along them lines, and it's just like imagine if you put that board outside somewhere in the UK, like guests are not gonna know what Rocky Mountain is. Why are you putting the only reason you're putting that is like to be like not our
get
fault.
the blame away from you.
Yeah,
legit. And I just think like sometimes we've made a collaborative mistake with something in our design. We didn't see it happening. The ride's down. It'll be open when it's open. Like, and it'll be better than ever. Like, don't just say
like we are working with the rides manufacturer.
Legit, because that even says like we're trying to,
we're working together. It's not just them on their end.
Like, for sure. I mean,
we made the choice to take them on for the project.
It's just an error. As well. Shit goes wrong and shit gets fixed, and then shit's fine. Like it happens all the time in any industry. Like it's what happens, and there's people put in place to fix these things, and that's what's happening.
The only problem I have with it is the fact that they announced that. They announced that closure literally the day after I booked a trip over there in July.
Oh, see now. Now,
you were trying to get me to fuck it. Like I registered to go on that event.
Don't do that. You were well up for it. Because I knew it was going to go down at the time. Did I?
Me and Joe were like, gonna book it that night and was just like, oh, it's a bit late now. Let's just wait for tomorrow. And then like, I'm pretty sure it was the day after that. Was when it was announced, and I was like,
"Do you know what Zamperla, Sean?"
For a minute now,
do you know what Zamperla? Because you couldn't go to Cedar Point.
I mean, to be fair, like
I still think you should come. To be fair,
yeah. If it was, if for me, it wouldn't be the end of the world because I've never done Cedar Point, so there's so much
tons
more
of shit to do.
You've still got a whole park to run.
Yeah,
a massive.
It would be worse if you were to turn in just to do it, and then it was like down. Like that would be right kicker.
Yeah,
but
like I'm closer to that, circumstance, being that I've been to Cedar Point a few times already. I'll be completely honest. Like it was one of the main reasons why I decided to go. But I mean, a lot of other things lined up in the like at the right moment for it to make sense in my mind, and I did just have the feeling of it's time to get back to Cedar Point. It's time to get back on Steel Vengeance. It's time to get back on Maverick, back on Millennium Force, back on Raptor, Magnum, whatever. And as part of, and I mean, like no free press or anything, but like buzzed bars, like this weekend event that I've booked on, and I'm trying to get Sean to book onto as well. There's going to be essentially a booze cruise round the lake on Friday evening, and there's going to be a whole heap of people there. It's going to be a crazy fun weekend.
That sounds awesome.
So there's a whole heap of different reasons as to why I'm still going as well, and that's the reason why I think you should come along as well, especially since you haven't been to the park before. Because there's a whole lot more that I like. It makes a lot less sense to do it as someone who hasn't been to the park before, given that Top Thrill 2 might be down during the weekend, might be not open during the weekend, but
we're thinking
I think it's going to be a rager of a time.
We're still thinking about it. The only thing that's making us not do it at the minute is because we're going to Download Festival, then we have a week, and then we go to Glastonbury Festival, and then we would have
you got Glastonbury tickets well early. I don't know how you.
And then we've got if we're going on this trip, we'd have like a week and a half, and then this trip. So
there's an idea.
Technically, like with work, we're having to work things out. But,
let's get a Chain Dogs booze cruise around Fort.
It'd be more like Blackpool.
We'll just get a fucking glass bottom boat and go for it.
If it was that thought, we'd be all waiting about. We'd be waiting too long for pints if there's a bit. Well, actually, no, we'd be trying to find where the pints are.
We need a pint guy.
But I haven't been this year, so it could be. It's probably better. No shade.
Joe said.
I hear it. I hear you.
I get it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want that feeling of, is it going to open? Oh, it might open. It's going to open. Reddit.
Imagine if you get there and it does. Like, holy shit.
Excellent, wouldn't it?
That would be insane.
I mean, to be fair, like, if it wasn't for all these glowing reviews, I would be less bothered about it, because I'd be like, nah. Like, I've done King of the Car. Like, I love that coaster. Like, is it going to be a million miles apart from that? But it sounds like it is. Like, so yeah, be a tough one to me, especially if it opens like a week after we come back, like Fury did as well.
Yeah,
I get it.
I mean, Ads seems to be very spited.
Yeah, he said he's going out
that and Steel Curtain as well.
Oh yeah, Steel Curtain. Something about look at Kennywood getting a class action from its pass holders over the closing of Steel Curtain.
That is ridiculous. Can we talk about that actually? Just before
of course we can. Yeah, quickly.
That is mental.
Yeah.
Like, have you seen this, McCall?
Have you
seen this? Have you seen this?
I'm not aware of this. No.
Have you seen?
Let me find it up.
So because
class action from its pass holders,
because they were still promoting that everything was going to be open for the season and selling passes at full price, and then all of a sudden went, "Oh yeah, by the way, we're not opening Steel Curtain at all this year."
which they would have known about prior to.
Which they would have known about before selling the passes. Pass holders are like, why the fuck weren't we informed of this? As I've started a class action lawsuit because of being sold.
They're actually pulling them up on that shit.
So
it
sounds like a law firm has gone to their pass holders, saw this opportunity.
Yeah.
Some guy on TV.
Yeah,
literally. Traded by steel curtain.
Basically.
So they stand. Basically, they're suing him. So each
one of the pass holders just happened to be a lawyer. Everyone just jumped on board. It was like, yeah, fuck it.
But the thing is, right? Like, there's going to be T's and C's. There's 100% going to be T's and C's in this, in the terms and conditions, saying like it's not down to ride availability. Like it just isn't. Like
it's just the park entry.
Like people can't start suing like any of the Merlin parks because like their favorite coaster's down for like 6 months.
That's the thing. Merlin is UK based.
Yeah, but you can't.
Kennywood's US, and the US love to sue. So it's just a thing they do.
The Kennywood pass is about just over $100.
Wow.
And they're suing them for £900. So each person will get like $900. I'm like, how are you like financially put out that much? What? That makes no sense.
I mean, $9. $9 per pass, like slight reason.
I just find it so. When they said that it's closing, I was first of all, I was like, why? Like, where's this coming from? And then, but that's me, who's not a season pass holder, who's on the other side of the bloody world. Like, what's going on? I can only imagine that they just got so pissed off. Like, so pissed off with the lack of communication and honesty from the park that they're just like, yeah, you know what? Fuck it. If we can get something for free, we will. Like, legit. But $100 for a pass? Wow. That's mad. It's $163 a day to go into Magic Kingdom. That's crazy.
That's about the same price as Drayton Manor. So it's not even that like bad of a like
no.
Like 100 quid for like a park of that scale is like really decent, to be honest, because at that point you live local to it. You just want to go there every now and again. You might go there for a couple of hours, like and come back, or just meet up with friends. Like it's good. Like it's really good. Like for us, we love just Drayton Manor down the road, about 15 minutes. Love just going there. If any of our friends are over there, we can just go down and meet them and have to think about it. Parking's free, blah blah blah. But but yeah, it's just
bingo card. Phantasialand any closer to offering season passes at all?
They're not offering them.
So they used to. In the past couple of years, they stopped selling them.
Yeah,
and
I think
I've never known why.
I think it's because they are too busy.
You think?
Yeah, I think we spoke about it like a while back now. And I've always thought like they've become it's like the Efteling effect. Efteling has gone through the same thing. Like they suddenly got all these people doing vlogs there. All these articles, like but especially like UK articles going. But look at Disneyland. This is like Disneyland, but
without the queues.
Yeah, like that sort of thing. And then they get this massive influx, and then people start loving going there. But then they're like really not set up for that many people.
Which, I'm sorry, can we just say that one of the articles I've seen recently was about PA not having queues?
Yeah, I saw that.
And I know someone that went to PA. They were there for 12 hours and got on 2 rides.
Yeah, that happens. That happens sometimes. Or sometimes you go and there's no one. Like there's not even none of the food outlets are open, none of the snack bars are open, nothing. Sometimes you can go, there's literally nothing open. Yeah. Just the rides.
Portaventura is a no-fly zone in the summer. Like
nah, it's just
legit. Like Rias Airport should just stay closed. Like it's
apart from in 2026, when apparently the path of totality for the total solar eclipse is supposed to pass right over them.
Yeah,
in August of 2020.
Yeah, I said that. I was just like, get that date in your calendars, boys. We're going.
and I'm heavily contemplating going.
Yeah, no, I did as well. As soon as I saw it, I was like, "Oh my god, it goes over PA! Amazing!"
And Shambhala, and that's happening. Oh, lovely.
I'll happily ride nothing that day. And just take photos of everything, and then take photos of the eclipse.
Oh yeah, man. Didn't even think about that. Yeah, shit. That'd be insane. Right, well,
that is the one circumstance in which I advocate going to Portaventura in the summer.
Just the only August we should visit 2026. Yeah, well, there you go. Well, if you didn't know, you know now. But yeah,
yeah. I had no idea.
Do it?
I had no idea the solar eclipse was a thing. Well, I knew it. Obviously, I knew it existed. The fuck. I didn't know it was like the past one that was like I don't know how long, like 3 weeks ago now, some shit passed over the US.
Oh,
I had no idea that it was happening until the morning of.
Oh, I saw it everywhere.
Like, holy shit!
I had no idea that the UK was going to get Northern Lights until I was in bed. And I thought
so many people missed them.
No, but I thought no, that's not what happened to us. I was literally in bed at 12.
Oh, did you get up?
Yeah, so our friends was driving back, Chris and Gemma were driving back from Manchester, and they were in the middle of nowhere, and they were just look at this, and then we were like, oh my god, and then me and Joe were right, let's get back up, let's get dressed, and, and we saw him a little bit, but it's still only it's really you've got it's just slow shots
yeah.
You want to hear my embarrassing story?
Go on.
So what day was it? The Friday, because we had him over here. We had it over here as well. Friday. I think it was the Friday. Yeah. I got my camera gear together. We have I don't have a car, but we have car share, public car share services in Vancouver. So they called Evo car share, and I grabbed one of those. I just quickly thought this was last minute sort of preparation and consideration, because I had no idea it was happening either, and just thought about 3 different spots where I thought I would see it, because it was I was gonna get the best kind of shots facing north, away from the city lights and away from any light pollution. And stuff. So went to a couple of spots. Could not see a single thing in the sky, at all. I was driving around, just looking out. Went to 3 different spots. Couldn't see a single thing in the sky. So I was like, oh fuck, I guess we're just not getting anything then. I go back home, so I'm in a photography Discord, a photography server. Go back home, say, oh yeah, just drove around basically the entire Metro Vancouver area. Didn't see anything in the sky. We got nothing whatsoever. Come to find out, they're not visible. A lot of the time, they're not visible to the naked eye.
Yeah.
Yep.
You have to just take a photo.
So
I had no fucking idea.
Took a photo of the sky. It literally just looked like a cloud.
Yeah.
And then it was just oh, there is a green glow. And then about an hour later, it did get to the point of brightness where I could see a faint green glow.
Yeah.
And a very faint red glow as well. But I took a photo and it was just fucking hell. The sky's on fire.
Dude, I was inconsolable for the rest of the evening.
Oh no.
I was so pissed off.
Oh,
my response was just well, I guess photography. I'll just take up sewing for charity or some shit.
You got another opportunity, man. 2026 PA.
I just think it's so it's so deceiving though, isn't it? Because everyone's putting up these photos of it literally.
But you don't see it with your eye at all.
It looks like something out of Elder Scrolls. You're just okay, that's how the sky looks. It's nah. For us, after about 20 minutes, we started seeing it properly a little bit, because our eyes were different and stuff. But it's nowhere near as what it looks like. I mean,
it's nowhere near as vivid. The cameras pick it up so much better than the eye does.
Yeah.
People were saying I was shaking. I couldn't believe. I'm no, but it didn't look like that. It didn't. But I wonder if you went to if you went to is it Norway you can go to where people go.
It's Iceland is the big,
Iceland, yeah.
Iceland, Norway.
Popular, yeah.
Iceland and Norway. But I wonder if it's more vivid, or is it actually just like that?
I
don't know.
It's more chance for it to be. So what we got through our cameras, where it's quite bright, is more likely to happen in person when you're higher latitudes.
Right.
But even then,
it's
still very rare to actually get it, because like people go for weeks.
What, rare to see it, with your own eyes, or
to see it that vivid? Yeah. And
you gotta take a photo.
Because people go on hunting trips and they don't see anything for 2 weeks.
Yeah,
we just got very lucky with a massive sunspot that chucked a bunch of solar.
It said it was like one of, if not the most severe solar storm for like the past 20 years or some shit like that.
Yeah,
right?
so G5 solar
It's a
storm
wild tangent we've gone on.
It's the highest solar storm.
It's the backstory to HYPEria. That's what
the last time we had a G5 solar storm was 2003.
Shit.
So
I mean, speaking of HYPEria, like you saw, I'm sure you all saw Jack's photo of it. Like,
yes, that was
stunning. Yeah, that was stunning.
That shit was insane.
That's so cool.
That's photo of the year, right there.
Once in a lifetime shot. Just incredible.
Insane.
Like, incredible.
Thorpe is so lucky that he lives like obviously so close to the park.
Yeah, right.
I'm looking forward to seeing everyone's footage, pictures, videos, vlogs, merch tours, everything of HYPEria. So if you are going, please do flood the internet with the great content you guys provide. We really do enjoy it. And I'm looking forward to seeing it all. But if you do ride HYPEria and we come back next week, please let us know. And Sean, you can tell us what it's like because you'll get on it, hopefully.
Fingers bloody crossed. That's how what. God, I won't be happy if you don't. But yeah, all right, cool.
We're good.
Thanks for everyone for joining.
Cheers, guys.
Oh yeah, tuning in. And we'll see you next week.
Are we capping it there?
Yeah, we're capping it.
You don't want to talk about Emerald Park real quick?
Oh yeah, okay, right. Yeah, totally forgot. Okay, so
had a media day.
Yes, they've had a media day. We got 2 Vacoma coasters. I love how everyone's saying bye.
Yeah, good episode.
No, we're not going
Find it off.
Come back.
This is Chain Dogs after the drop.
It was a fake ending.
That was
Chain
like
Dogs after the drop. Here we go.
That was school when like the teacher went to dismiss you and then realised that like 10 minutes earlier, like
the bell didn't go.
Everyone get back.
I was told specifically an hour.
It's like the Mummy at Universal Studios Florida with a fake exit.
Fake exit. But yeah, Emerald Park, they had a media like invite day of their STC and the boomerang.
Yeah.
And the STC looks very, very fun.
Drop looks good.
The drop looks very good.
They just look really good. They just look so fun. Yeah, I mean, and it's just it looks really fun. Like they always do. These new Vacoma coasters they keep coming out with just look really fun.
The only thing is, though, again, like the area is not finished. There was like an entire building still under construction.
Yeah, the station, the family boomerang.
Hi, Sean.
Station.
Are you Northern Lights?
He's been inducted there.
He's practicing for the next.
You're more a Borealis, entirely localized in your room. At this time of year, this time of day. Can I see it?
Can I see
it? Any of you lot in the chat have any idea what they're talking about? Then let me know because
it's The Simpsons.
It's The Simpsons.
I haven't watched The Simpsons in.
Oh no, this is from.
Man, this is old, but we kind of watched it like it's just a little thing. We watched it the other week and just dying. And the fact that that's just happened is just like tipped it over the edge.
No, that's the Midlands lights right there.
That is the Midlands lights.
Is it the same layout as Hal's Ubercop? I do not know.
No, it's not.
Nicely pronounced.
And people are saying that they think Hal's Uberkopf is better. I'm like, where? Like this looks a fair way better than Tripstrol's one to me.
James
but
killed me.
Having ridden neither of them, I don't know. But this one looks a bit.
Nice.
What's its name? Fianna Force or something like that.
Wow, look at that.
Because people have been dropping POVs and stuff like since the media day, and like this one looks a fair way more dynamic force wise than Hal Zubakov does. It looks a bit more whippy in its turns. Looks like it paces better. Looks like a more interesting layout, in my opinion.
Do you think it's like a V2 version? Like, it's like what they learned from the last one.
Well, maybe they learned they can
push a little bit of added on.
You can push the forces a little bit further, but still keep it within
tolerances.
A model of it that it still can be enjoyable, like by families, like everyone in a family. But it just feels like they just pushed it just a little bit further, like with it. I do think that it could do with a final inversion before the breaks, though.
Let's have a look. It's actually running smooth for once, Sean.
Just as you said that.
It.
And then you paused it. God damn it. There we go. Nope. It's going so well. For the benefit of podcast listeners, I think you muted, bro. Yeah, you've muted.
Your mic is muted.
Your mic's muted.
Yeah, I can't hear you.
You might. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Now we can.
We should have just ended the show. Oh, man,
we should have. I mean, I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to sit here and just enjoy his POV of this great looking, fun family coaster with an inversion. Jesus, that looks STC. So whippy.
You see what I mean?
And a frill coaster.
Yeah.
Family.
That trick track looks insanely good.
Right here is where I think it could do with a final inversion before the breaks. But
I see it. Yeah. Especially off the turn as well.
It could do with a corkscrew.
That will do wonders for that park as well. Because it's so good.
They've killed it with that.
Seeing that does draw me to go to the park more.
Yeah, I want to.
I'm like, I want to go now.
Next time I get an opportunity to come back home, like I want to make the effort to get over there and
go to
normal park for sure.
Couple-day trip.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, so didn't who was it? Was it ECC who did the trip over there?
Yeah. So ECC were invited out as a group.
Yeah. But they invited. You could basically
members as well.
You could go. So it's really cool, to be fair, for them to do that. But that served as their media day as well. So they invited other media there as well. So it was really good. And the way they all interact, them two coasters interact with each other is quite impressive. It's good. Big up.
I really want to see I really want to see a park give Vekoma the opportunity to just go fucking balls to the wall with an STC, and just give it, best of both worlds, like big inversions, and then also like low to the ground good airtime moments, low to the ground, terms, just like this one has. Like I want to see how much they can get out of this model, because I've been thinking this about just other invert options apart from B&M inverts. Vekoma both Vekoma and Intamin with their invert as well, with their inverted model that they barely sell any of.
Yeah, there's not enough. There needs to be more of them.
They have the ability to push that really, really far, because that dueling Intamin multi-launch in China, I can't remember where one side of it is an inverted coaster.
Yeah, and one's a normal.
That looks crazy. It looks really dynamic. It looks, obviously I don't know how smooth it rides or anything, but it looks like it could run smooth. I think they both can push those two models to be as heralded as B&M inverts, I think.
Yeah, I think it's just down to
the potential is there
the
on
amount.
both.
The amount, like you said, the amount they sell. Like they should. It could be something they're working on. Like I hope they are. I hope B&M are working on something as well. But it is cool. Like the ones that I have seen, like of Intermittent, for example, they do look insanely good. Like different as well, different things that they provide to what B&M inverts do. But then like these Vekoma rides, they're just getting better. Like they are just getting better, and they're just landing. The landing and the hitting in for parks, maybe not for enthusiasts, but for parks, they're bringing in the right clientele for them for what they want.
They're doing a great job of just making them fun looping options.
Yeah, for sure.
That's all they need to be. They don't need to be on an elite. Like
I enjoy
about like Vekoma coasters in general, like the sit downs as well.
Yeah,
like the inverts and like hopefully they get some more flyers made as well. But
maybe
like, they are as bespoke of a project as Fly is for Fantasyland specifically. Like I would like to see some more of them.
I would like to see it. I would like to see some more of them. Like, definitely, for sure.
Yeah. Cool. Nice one.
And now we will go.
Now, is this the actual ending?
Yeah. You're going to exit through the gift shop.
What is it called? The HYPErium?
The HYPErium.
HYPErium or something like that?
HYPErium. Oh, the fuck
HYPErium. Bye.
All right. Anyway, hopefully see some of you on
opening have day. Fun. Everybody have fun.
Enjoy opening day.
Cool.
Wear sun-cream. Drink plenty of water.
Take snacks.
Drink beer.
See you later. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.